Why, hello there, fellow rescue team. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients. Episode 38. A Swan Song for the Swan Throng. Alright, so Vamp is on the ground with a bunch of scars. A delicate undergrounder who has really good passions. They're a baseliner with like a hell of a lot of passions. That's kind of awesome. And they're being guarded by a bunch of scurry-rotten swans. So I don't really want to get rabies here. So the hope is to kill them before they... Oh god, they're so fast. Well guys, I hope you like rabies, because y'all, you're about to get some hyper-aggressive super rabies. Alright, just stand your ground. We'll have Breakfire shoot. In fact, actually, because we're armored up, it's possible that we... No, I did get some claw hits, because Ren Mist doesn't have bionic legs. I was going to say it's possible that we avoid Scria sickness chance because of our high armor, mitigating... Oh, you're also in, like, corpse rot land here. Okay, cool. I should have brought more Hemogen. So what I'm going to do here is use regular medicine to tend them. What is your death timer? Oh, you're just bruised. Okay, cool. These are swans. But because they are Scuria inflicted, they could make us sick. I suppose we'll see. Alright, Red Mist. You go offer help. Vamp has joined. You carry Vamp into the shuttle. And then get into the shuttle yourself. Okay, let's kick off that raffle timer. Raffle timer's up for Vamp. I'm not even going to bother loading the swans in. And then we'll have to monitor the remaining colonists for Scuria sickness as a result. So we still have that potential of the Psychic Emanator to grab, but all in all, I would say this is pretty good. So you go rescue Vamp, and then break, consume some Hemogen, and then just... Oh, don't blood feed. Coagulate Vamp. There. So now Vamp is cured. Vamp, you are going to be given cooked meals, herbal meds, social drugs, carrying drugs... Red Mist, can you make... No, because your medicine skill is under 4. You know, Vamp might be able to make medicine. Medicine is crafting an intellectual 4, and she is crafting an intellectual 4. Yeah, alright, good. So Vamp can make medicine. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, work priorities for Vamp. We'll let Vamp do medicine, because she has a passion in it. She's not very good at it. Trying to find skilled trainers would be really, really helpful. She will also be our dedicated animal handler, because she has skills in that as well. She will be set to hunt, to mine. I'm not going to have her smith or tailor, because she's not going to beat, she's not going to beat Breakfire out of that. And then we'll also let her research. So she's pretty capable. We have a masterwork bed. This is hers. Let's set that up for her. Oh, speaking of Scuria, let's close our front door. So, zoning, everybody stay inside. Is she an actual vamp? She is not. Her name is Vamp. Her full name is Tora Vamp Nakamura. But she's the baseliner. She has no genetic modifications. She's a wannabe vamp. Maybe she becomes a real vamp, but that's, of course, up to whoever wins her as a pawn. Sleep schedule? Right. Let's fix that. And Jens, thank you for the resub. And Maxu for the resub, and cheers. Oh, what the hell? You're attacking my door? They saw me use it too recently, which then causes them to like think that they can break in. Wrong. Incorrect. All right, you've got tattered apparel. So break fire. Force shirt. Force pants. Breakfire and Scorpio are engaged. Didn't see that coming. Oh, you know, and you have a parka. Let's force the duster as well. Okay. Joker, thank you for all the gifted subs. Holy heck. One thing I realized I do not have is marriage spots and party spots. So we'll stick a marriage spot in here and a party spot here. Cool. And then Vamp is also probably going to need bionic legs. So raise that up to 4. And then she had an arm scar. She's also ideally going to have a bionic arm too. Plus, she's does a lot of like mining and crafting and medical, so having high manipulation skills would be of great benefit as well. So the current party right now, I mean, we did kind of just add 2 people to the colony, but I'm going to try for a 3rd. And my plan to go for a 3rd is to try to buy a pawn through traders. So getting as much art made by Flip and like some spare clothing by Break, although Break is going to be really busy like making bionics and stuff, is low-key sort the plan. And here's the raffle. Radlocker. Congrats. So, just a reminder, when you own a pawn, you decide what you want to do with them genetically. So if you want to get implanted with single-phage, that's up to you, but it would require Scorpio waiting 1.5 years. Alternatively, if you just want me to cook up a Xenogerm implant, I could do that as well. Or if you want to go through the experimental lab, again, it's up to you. So the owners of the pawns have like total control over what we do with them. Genetically. Like, I'm not relinquishing, you know, all controls, just like genetic outcome. So far, no one's gotten rabies. Cracks and scratches. So Inu might get rabies, but we'll see. Are there survivors to the lab quest? There can be. There can be people in the caskets waiting to be rescued. Before I go to my next lab, though, I wanted, like, full sets of bionics and armor. So there's a bit of that that I intend to wait on. And your right leg is the ruined one, so we'll replace that one first. Ooh, exotic strader. Oh, even a boghound. Gross, but okay. So let's see. Alcohol impervious and low libido. Interesting combination. Wimpy, roar voice. Oh, they have smooth tail nonce. Okay, and perfect immune. Great medical, partial antitoxic lung. Interesting. They do have a social trainer. What is your social? 14? I probably don't need one. I would love to buy a lance. Because it's a really good, like, oh crap type thing to own. I don't have the money for the architect stuff. So I think this is all that I'm going to trade for. Maybe what I'll do is I'll sell off some of the packaged survival meals, because I don't need quite that many. Unfortunately, the lance is going to be sitting out there until the monitor lizards go away, but whatever. And Inu did not get Scria. Good. And I don't think Flip did either, because it's not like a bionic leg can get an infection. They did have an archive capsule. Ooh. Yeah, I'll do it. Those are indeed important. I'm trying to think if there's anything for me to sell in order to, like, make back the money, but not really. Look at all that good food outside? No. They're rabies animals. Only like 1 in 10 is going to be edible. And the other 9 in 10 will cause such a cloud of lung rot that only the lung rot impervious will even be able to, like, go outside. TLDR, ain't worth it. So yet another marine helmet. Okay. I would like to get the psychic emanator from the Neanderthals. Oh, what? Really, honestly, this, as soon as you stop looking for it, it gets offered like crazy. That is hilarious. Well, we don't have anyone that's dead that would be resable. I'm tempted to take that, although I have no way to deal with the waste. You know, I could just put the waste in the lab. Because it's not like we care that much. I don't know. I'm gonna say no to it though. Because that is just immense amount of waste. There's no way to destroy waste without it causing pollution, except for a few unique cases. The waste pack atomizer, which we cannot use. Putting it into some sort of subterranean area, but I don't want to pollute our own vault ramp. So I could, like, try to find a another map tile, but then physically moving the waste over to the other map tile is like way more chem fuel than the rewards are likely worth. Which is why I'm saying no. dealing with 400 waste is just too much. So we are equipping ourselves up, and I think I'd like to get the emanator from the Neanderthals. I think that's going to be like an easy thing to grab. And I would like Radlocker to help me out with that. So I'm going to have Radlocker rest up to remove a lot of these bruises. Because, you know, might as well get you out in the field. Get your feet wet with some wet work. Oh, all right. So Radlocker, you want potentially to get a Xenogerm implant, potentially. Okay. Well, let's combine one up. So taking a look at your pawn, you are a shooter, miner, crafter. So you don't need plants, right? You don't need cooking. You don't need animals. Although you are our animal handler. But I don't have animals, so I don't really care about that. So we're going to do poor cooking, awful plants, awful animals, great shooting, quick study, cold weakness. Oh, actually, before I do this, let's turn on the gene processors, because I'm not going to be able to go over my gene max. Okay. For you, I might not bother with robust. Although you are delicate, aren't you? But that puts my complexity at 12. You're delicate? Yeah, shoot. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna want robust then. So... Your I could move the lab equipment around a little bit to add one more processor in. And this would be your gene, I think. So I'm going to save this no, this template's going to be called Radlocker. I'm going to save this template. You're going to be quite hungry, but that's fine. I think... Do I have room? Okay, this can be ejected uninstalled. There we go. This is a heck of a gene lab now. So with the extra processing power, we should be able to put it together. And that will make you a pretty strong, strong pawn. Eventually the plan is to have, like, this maybe be the hospital and this just be the gene lab. But I'm not doing that right now. This is a good enough stopgap for me. Alright, Radlocker. Is there any other weaknesses to add? I could do mild UV to lower your metabolic efficiency, but I don't think we need that. Yeah, this will do. Will awful animals impact hunting? No, not really. It impacts your, like, your hunting stealth. The thing is, like, something like an emu, hunting stealth doesn't really matter because they always fight back. So it's really not, it really doesn't matter. Radlocker has intellectual passions, and in fact needs to keep it because she's the only one that can make medicine. So if I did poor intellectual, I would cease to be able to make industrial medicine, so that would be a really, really, really bad choice. Because Breakfire was the other one that could make medicine, and then Breakfire unfortunately got the awful intellectual gene grafted into him, which meant that no one all of a sudden could make medicine anymore, and it set us back in a big way. She already has Sidal. I'm not taking feedback for this, guys. I have the no backseating on for a reason. Because, like, I've already justified every choice that I've made. I don't need to re-justify it. I have no interest in that. Oh, here we go. 7-year-old child? Yeah, you don't belong in a super soldier program. So you might need rescue, but we're not adding you. Are you genetically stupid or just too lazy to study? You're unable because of your childhood. Your cave world tunneler background makes it so that you cannot research. Alright, so Radlocker's request for an implantation is being fulfilled. So we'll go mess with the Neanderthal when the genes resequence, when you're out of your coma. Because I have time for that, right? Yeah, 20 days. Yeah, no problem. But where'd that Xenogerm go? Excuse you? Here, create your own. There we go. Alright, rest until healed. Implanted with industrial. Order implementation of Radlocker. Well, boom. So now you have a shooting of 12 with a burning passion as a result. We have just negatively affected your cooking plants and animals genes, which doesn't really matter because you weren't doing that anyway. So you're no longer our dedicated animal handler, but again, we don't really have animal handling anyway, so it's moot. And robust will offset your delicate nature, and the quick study will allow you to learn, like, whatever you want to learn even faster, which is going to be great. So you will learn medical intellectual, like, super fast, because you have that global learning factor now. That's real nice. Alright, let's shut down the rest of the lab equipment. And in 2 days, once the anesthesia... It's funny, the coma is going to wear off before the anesthesia. Once the anesthesia wears off, we can go mess with those Neanderthal. Okay, oops. All but one of the monolizards left from the Manhunter pack, which means we can go get our Insanity Lance. So I'm going to have Breakfire hold it. And let's just kill that monolizard so it doesn't hurt anyone. Oh, it didn't insta-rot? Nice. I just sort of assumed, given Screa rot, that it would. What about the bionic arm? It's already in the fabrication queue. It's not, I would say, needed to go fight a bunch of Neanderthal, though. You know what? Don't even get that wool. You can't physically go there without, like, walking this tightrope of, like, being set on fire. So, forget that. I know my pawns, and I know them well. They would absolutely sacrifice themselves for something stupid like that. I'm looking at you, Scorpio. That's right, calling you out specifically. Mr. Let's Walk on Lava. Let's go hug cougars. And all the other weird things you do. So your bruises, your last... Oh, that's a really bad bruise. We should be able to go as soon as those bruises wear off. I would like to get the other long sword, though. Because breach axes are great against buildings, not super great against people. Especially not an obsidian one. Selling to Babo. Oh! Oh. Should we fulfill this trade request? I'm guessing I know what your guy is going to vote. But I'll leave it to polling anyway. Alright, longsword was only good quality. That's unfortunate, but oh well. So I'm just stripping up a bunch of the ruins out here for like crafting materials, so we can make art and the like. Wow, your deconstruct speed is... Oh, you have a skill of 5, so I suppose that makes sense. Oh, let's also get rid of all of the, like, cracked lava that's right outside of our base, because that's going to slow our movement speed down as well. I mean, it slows enemies, but because it also slows us, I don't want it. So we'll have Flip, like, dig it up. And it looks like you guys want me to accept the trade request. For what reward? So reward number 1, we've got silver and antiquated warhead. Reward number 2 is gold, and reward number 3 is goodwill. What's funny is this is a trade request from a tribe. A tribe apparently has an antiquated warhead, which I understand. Very hard for a tribe to use an antiquated warhead. Because, like, what are you going to do? Shoot arrows at it and hope it doesn't blow up in your face? Yeah, I get it. I get why it's not very useful for a tribe. You could use a flame bow on it? Yeah, I just don't think the tribals are... I mean, if you handed the average modern human a nuke, I don't think they would know how to arm it. So asking a tribal member to arm it, I totally get why they don't know what to do with it. But Radlocker is on her feet, moving around, and is full speed, I think. Yep. So you have lower manipulation due to the arm scar, and the cure for that is coming. As you can see, it is in the bill. But that means you need a gun. And we'll be going out to the Neanderthal site any minute now. I might want... No, I'll go during the day. I'm not too worried about the UV sensitivity. But here, Rodlocker is making medicine. Awesome. I'm also going to raise the hemogen threshold for the sanguiphages, so I don't have to constantly remember to, like, make sure that I bring hemogen packs everywhere with me, but instead just keep them above 80% threshold. I think that's going to be a little easier in the scheme of things. And you guys want me to get the Entergrain Warhead reward. So what that means is I'm going to need to make heavy bandoliers. I'm going to need to make 13 of them. I'm going to direct them to use like lower quality leathers, because I don't want high quality stuff to be put into it. And let's make sure it's not something to be worn. Okay. Cool. So we are completely out of plasteel and uranium. So we're not going to get any more bionics. We're not going to get any more armor or anything like that until we do some long-range scanning and replace what we are missing. How did I lose concrete there? Oh, I was doing the remove flooring and it clipped the zone. Got it. All right, Operation Mess Up the Neanders. I think what we'll do is I'm going to leave Scorpio behind, because Neanderthals are almost certainly going to be like tribal level, and it's probably not worth having 2 brawlers present. And I'm not even going to bother with like other supplies. And the reason why I want the Psychic Emanator is for like higher quality moods, so that we can keep everyone nice and happy. Because unhappiness causes them to try to kill each other. What the hell kind of site is this? Oh, I have to go mining? Are you... Alright. So it's hollow here. This is stupid. Fine. Well, Radlogger, show us what you got. Dig into that mountain. They're an Neanderthal caveman, yeah. I mean, I guess. And if you're wondering what trick I used, if you click melee, you can see where the sword is valid. Actually, I could have mined right here, I think. Let's do it there. Where the sword icon isn't grayed out means that there's like a void that you can dig into. I can even hear them like opening and closing doors on the other side. So we're about to reveal them. No? Okay, I guess not. Where are you guys? Okay, we'll try to mine this way. Oh. Well, I mean, they're coming to us. Oh, a bulk goods trader. I did leave my best trader at home. So, I know it's a little jarring to be juggling both, but, I want to hold on to the silver so that I can potentially grow our, colony. I'm gonna get rid of the sleepy gene. I don't need it. Partial anti-tox. I don't care. That works. Tattered clothing. Ditch it. And then art. Well, looks about right. I could be persuaded to buy the slate blocks, and I think I'm going to, because we're just going to turn that into art that's more valuable. Now, I did want plasteel, but, like, buying it is, like, way overpriced, so I'm not going to bother. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I can see them bashing here, so I know that they're about to breach. So let's back up a little bit. Oh boy. Radlocker, run. You guys think you can brawl me? Alright. No, you can't. Bow down, worm. She just cuts off everyone's heads. Alright, no, we're done, we're done. You don't need to kill him. Oh, they have plasteel and dyes and limestone. That's nice. What an interesting place for their base. I have no idea how they survived up until this point, given that they seem to live in a cave with no entryway. They have really nice furniture, given their current situation. Oh, okay, now I understand. They had a bigger... Oh, they have a really big... What the heck is going on? So the items, obviously, in this thing, it's always in, like, a weird box room like that. Just is. So they had a back door. They literally had a backdoor base. In fact, I think it was a surprise to them that I somehow even managed to land in the void here until they heard me mining, and they were like, wait, what's all that noise now? Realizing that they weren't alone. It reminds me of all the times where people, like, will build mountain bases and then will be, like, very, very sad that when their mountain base is not as mountainous as they had first thought, and they end up opening up a bunch of mountain unbeknownst to them. Been there, done that, it sucks. Okay, so we're loading up everything, and we'll get home. And here's all the slate blocks to be turned into art. And the psychic emanator is... Well, we have a bunch of people that are, like, psychically dull, so I don't actually know how much it's going to truly help, but whatever. Sorry, Neanderthals, but you're in our neck of the woods, and that's a deadly place to pick to live. So the emanator produces, like, happy thoughts, and I'll put it here. So anyone in the kitchen, in the long-range mineral scanner, or in the dining room feels it. Yes, there was a prisoner camp on the map. It's for a child. It's for a 7-year-old. A 7-year-old named Mine. So he obviously has some sort of struggle, and I don't want to get involved. A few of you got that joke. Yeah, 1 mountain of slate blocks, please. Exactly. Well, you're making masterwork bandoliers. Okay. The reason why I didn't have a quality modifier for the bandolier quest was breakfire is a 20, so I really don't think he's going to make any pores. You bet the 7-year-old is an artist? Yeah, probably. Got rejected from art school. aiming to be a chancellor or something. So curiously, Psychic Emanator Soothe. So who is deaf? Inu is kind of like Psychic Deaf. So what does it hit you for? 3? Well, still, I mean, 3 is not nothing. Just not, I realize it's not as strong as it could be. Because singlephages get boosted. But I don't, so you get 6, and then I think normal people get 5? Radlocker, you're not a normal person anymore. Flip is a normal person. So we have so few normal people. Yeah, 5. Okay. So +5 mood for the normies, +6 mood for the vampies, and +3 mood for the deafies. And I'm sure I just offended every possible marginalized community here. So you're welcome. Yo, everyone's getting engaged. The heck? What, love is in the air? I guess. So the current priority right now is fulfill the trade request. And then I'm going to take all that silver that we get from the trade request and try to buy more colonists. And then I also want to and scan for resources. I'm going to need to ramp up our mining efforts. So I'm going to turn off the lab here so that we only long-range mineral scan. And I'm going to first scan for plasteel and then uranium because we're out of both. And I'm not going to get any more armor without either. Yeah, Flip is just a normal resident guy? Exactly. He decided to be, he wanted to remain normal. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So Babbo. Here's Babbo. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Stalwart Ancients.